Scorpio, welcome back to the channel. Monica LUVE here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading from the 15th of October to the 31st. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So for you, Scorpio, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. So I feel like one important message for you for the final weeks of October, which, you know, is the start of your birthday, is the Fool. Okay, so the Fool came popping out. So there's definitely a message here about having a new beginning, preparing for your rebirth, and just getting ready for some sort of new cycle. Okay, that's what it looks like Spirit is trying to tell you. Okay, so your challenge, Scorpio, from the 15th of October to the 31st is the Three of Cups. Okay, and what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Cups upright. Okay. So for you, Scorpio, your biggest challenge, okay, from now until the end of the month, October, is the Three of Cups. Now, the Three of Cups can mean a couple of things, but in this deck, I feel your challenge has a lot to do with celebrating something, you know, coming together with friends, celebrating, enjoying. Okay, and that may be challenging for you because you may be somebody who is, you know, constantly wrapped up in work. Maybe you're constantly busy. For some of you, this could be about a reconciliation. Maybe somebody from your past is coming back, or maybe love in general. The idea of love is showing up, and it may be very challenging for you to, you know, reunite with that type of energy. We're going to clarify the Three of Cups. We're going to see why it's your challenge in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the Queen of Pentacles, you have the King of Pentacles, and you have the Knight of Pentacles. It looks like in the recent past, there was some sort of coming together, okay, with you and a particular person. And I feel like there was this very strong energy, this feeling of, you know, maybe this is the one, maybe this is the one for me. Okay, so it's almost like this person saw you in the past, or maybe you saw them. And it's like somebody here acknowledged in the past that, you know, maybe this is my soulmate. Maybe this is the one for me. I do feel in the recent past with the Knight of Pentacles here, Scorpio, that things took quite a while to develop between you and this person in the past, but it looks like it had a lot of potential and it looked very stable here in the past. Okay, we're going to clarify this and get more information on that for you in a moment. In the present moment, you have the Page of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Pentacles, and you have the Five of Cups. So what I see in the present moment for you is there's huge potential here, okay? Whether you know that or not, there's huge potential here with the Ten of Pentacles. Now, this could be about finances. This could be about your money. This could be about an inheritance that's coming in. Some of you may be working on a project and it's finally developing to the level that you want it to. Now, in regards to your love life, I feel like in the present moment, you or a particular person you're dealing with, and this, I feel like it has a lot to do with your 7th house, and I'm going to talk more about that astrologically and what you need to know. But essentially with the Five of Cups here in the present moment, there is some sort of disappointment. There's some sort of disappointment that's surrounding you at this time. And this could be connected to maybe a third party, or this could be connected to something that happened in your past that you still can't seem to get over. Okay. And we're going to talk about this because with the lunar eclipse that's coming, it is going to be aspecting your 7th house astrologically. And we talk a lot about the 7th house on this channel because this channel is called the Love Messages. So we're talking about relationships. Okay. And this is very much connected to Libra and Taurus, okay? And so we're going to talk about this and we're going to get more information when we clarify. Now, in the near future, you have the Four of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. So the strong energy that I feel here in the near future is I'm getting like a workaholic energy here in the near future. It's like I'm working, I'm taking care of myself, I'm focusing on myself, I'm investing into myself. It's almost as if, Scorpio, you're not interested in love here in the near future, okay? Or somebody's not interested in love with you here, okay? And I know that's a hard pill to swallow, Okay, I know, but this is what the energy is showing up for you. And we're gonna see why this is showing up, okay? Because there's a reason why this is showing up. We're learning here. So let's see what we need to learn and what we need to know. There's a very strong work ethic here in the near future, okay? Which you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck. You have the Six of Cups, okay? So the Six of Cups is indicating to me there's definitely something here about the past, okay, that you don't see coming. So someone from the past coming back, a memory, an experience, something maybe unhealed trauma for some of you. You have the Seven of Cups as well underneath that with the Magician, which is quite interesting because for many of you, you're still confused about something that happened to you in the past, which is connected to a past person, which again, I feel is connected to trauma, okay? There could be a lot of confusion connected to someone from your past. There could also be this energy or vibe of wanting to take control of your life in the, in the present moment or in the near future, especially because of something that happened in the past. For many of you, you have the Eight of Cups as well. So in the near future, in terms of what you don't see coming, is the fact that a lot of you are choosing to walk away or disconnect from something. Intuitively, you feel like that's the right thing to do in order to focus on nurturing maybe yourself. Okay, there's a very strong emphasis here of I need to nurture myself before I can give love to someone else. So a lot of you are going through that right now. There's definitely something here about nurturing yourself, intuitively knowing that or feeling that because of maybe some sort of trauma connected to your past. So we're going to get into your reading. We're going to do some clarification. We're going to see what's going on for you. Let's clarify the Three of Cups. Scorpio, your challenge is clarified by the Queen of Swords. You have the Knight of Swords and you have the Fool. So your challenge, okay, from now until the end of the month has a lot to do with a new beginning. So a new beginning is showing up in your life, or it will be showing up between now and the end of the month. And that is very obvious because the first card that came flying out for you was the Fool, right? So this is about a new beginning. It is about a new cycle that's coming into your life. It is about your rebirth. Okay, I've talked about this on the channel. I'm going to mention again, when your birthday shows up, okay, when it's your birthday, it's not just about putting candles on a cake. It's more than that, okay? So, what you're experiencing here as your challenge is the fact that there is someone or something in your life that, things have started to become very logical, okay? Rather than emotional, rather than passionate, it's very logical. A lot of you are questioning a new beginning. Even though it looks very pleasant and it looks like it has a lot of potential, you're questioning it. And it could be because you're dealing with maybe an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I'm getting a Cancer here, okay? It's almost as if this person's rushing towards you, okay? It's almost like, something's being done in the present moment where, this person's rushing. This is a huge risk for you. If you do take this new risk, is it something that you truly want and you can truly celebrate? And your biggest challenge here is not only to allow the logical aspect of your mind to be working, but to have other components of your being working. That means your heart. That means, your passion. All of these things should be functioning and working, not one over the other. So if you are wanting to have a new beginning, and this is something that you deeply, truly want, the question you need to ask yourself is, how can you balance your logical mind with your heart? Because, sometimes we say, well, you need to choose your mind over your heart or choose your heart over your mind. And really what should happen is balance, right? And this is what the solar eclipse is talking about in Libra. And this has a lot to do with your past, okay? So, with the solar eclipse happening in the 12th house, a lot of you are really, it's like something from the past is coming up. And this is why the Six of Cups is here in terms of what you don't see coming. And how is it connected to your challenge? Well, the Three of Cups leads to the Six of Cups. So even though you want to celebrate something here that has a lot of potential in the present moment, there's still this fear, this overthinking. Okay, I see 11:55 on the clock. You're going to want to check out what 11:55 means for you in terms of your challenge. So I think this has a lot to do with being afraid of having a new beginning or overthinking a new beginning. instead of celebrating it. And that's, you know, a big part of your challenge here with the Three of Cups. Okay, now let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles in the recent past. So the Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Pentacles. You have the Three of Pentacles and you have the Chariot. So in the recent past, even though things took quite a while to develop between you and this person, it's, you know, maybe you were getting to know this person, you were dating them, you were checking them out. I feel like in the recent past, a lot of you decided to move forward with this person. There was something about this person in the past, and it could have been the fact that you collaborated with them, or you really saw some sort of vision here in the past of being able to collaborate with this person. There was something about them, the energy of this connection, that made you feel in the past that yes, I can move forward with this person. Yes, I can potentially cooperate and work with this person. And most importantly, I feel, you know, and this could have been you in the past or maybe your person, that I can hold on to this person forever. Tell me more about this connection in the recent past for Scorpio. What happened here in the recent past? You have the Page of Wands, the Three of Wands, and you have the Nine of Cups. So yeah, in the recent past, I do strongly feel you moved into a new direction with someone, okay? And this person that came into your life really led to a lot of fulfillment here, okay? I'm getting something here about soup, like homemade soup in the past. So you and this person moved forward. There was a lot of enamorment between you and this person. And this is what what I'm seeing in the past here. Very strong connection here in the past. There was this, I feel like before you met this person, there was a lot of confusion and uncertainty, and there was maybe a separation with you and a particular person. It took a long time to accept some sort of ending, but new love eventually came in, is what it's showing me here in the past. Now, let's talk about the present moment. Now, in the present moment, Scorpio, what I see here is, you know, it's, how do I say this? For many of you in the present moment, what popped out for you was the Fool, okay, at the beginning of the reading, okay? And these are new decks that I'm using, by the way. You're the fresh of the fresh, okay? So in the present moment, the Page of Pentacles is signaling a very important message to you, and that has a lot to do with this new beginning. You're planting some sort of seed, Page of Pentacles. The problem right now in the present moment with the Five of Cups and the Page of Pentacles is that no matter what you start or what you try to start, you automatically assume it's not going to work out. Why? Because here's the Five of Cups. And what comes after the Five of Cups and what comes before the Five of Cups? Well, everything that's happening to you, right? So for many of you, the Six of Cups here, in terms of what you don't see coming, has a lot to do with what's happening in the present moment, because the Five of Cups leads to the Six of Cups. A lot of you in the present moment are looking at something here that didn't work out in the past. That's what I'm getting. Okay, I'm getting a strong energy here of, well, this didn't work out in the past. You know, things weren't great, you know, in the past. But what you're also missing, which is quite sad, okay, is the fact that there's another side to the coin. There's not just everything that went wrong. There is also the potential of everything that went right, or everything that is going right in the present moment. So don't, and this is why your challenge has a lot to do with you overthinking something. This is about creating balance. So what's happening for many of you during the next few weeks in October is these eclipses are going to hit you hard, okay? And they're going to hit you hard in a good way, depending on how you look at it. Because some of you are looking at this situation as, oh, you know, water under the bridge, spilt milk, things didn't work out, they're probably not going to work out again. And all you're doing is you're creating that, okay? You're creating that instead of confronting what happened in the past and accepting it and saying, you know what, I'm going to have my rebirth. So really, ultimately, what the message here is for you in the present moment is, you know, accepting something here and knowing and believing that you can truly have a new beginning. This means that whatever this new beginning has for you, you're investing, you're putting your time and energy into it because you believe it is going to work out. You're not only looking at the fact that it may fail, okay? Because there's a huge opportunity here, and I did say this to a lot of the other sides, especially you, okay? Because you are a fixed sign. Now, what's happening, the reason why you're afraid is because there's confusion, or there was confusion in the past, okay? And it led to a separation. So I think a lot of you right now in the present moment, Scorpio, you don't want to be disappointed again. You know, you really don't. You're saying to yourself, I don't want to be disappointed again. I'm seeing 12, 00, so noon, okay, on the clock. So there's something here about starting again, starting over again, having a new beginning, but also being in this maybe uncertainty. Yeah. There's that confirmation. I'm going to show you what the cards came out that clarified this Page of Pentacles, because the Page of Pentacles is all about the seeds that we plant. We're never going to see the fulfillment of something unless we are willing to take the risk, invest in ourselves, or invest in an idea to get to the 10 of Pentacles. You see, this is what you want. You want someone who's going to love you no matter what. If you're fat, if you're ugly, I don't know, if you have, I don't know, a hangnail, like, you're still gonna love me. This is what you're looking for. And I feel like this new beginning has a lot to do with the past. So what you're confronting in the present moment is this sadness connected to something here that failed, but then you're also not looking at this new connection or this potential connection that's coming in. So this is something that you're facing in the present moment. So let's talk about this trauma, okay? Because you all know I'm here to help. I'm not here to just say whatever and then let you go your way. This is about you confronting something here in the present moment. Tell me more about the 5 of Cups in the present moment. So the 5 of Cups is clarified, yes, by the 3 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, and the Judgment. So a lot of you are afraid of commitment. And I'm going to tell you why this is happening, even astrologically, because it's all connected, okay? You're looking at something here that affected you very deeply in the past. It's been difficult for you to get over it. You're acknowledging it, which is great. The next level and the next step is this lunar eclipse that's happening for you on October 28th. This is connected to your 7th house. So whatever happens during a lunar eclipse, it actually is connected to the tail of the dragon in Vedic, okay? So what happens during eclipses is one thing ends and something new comes in, something new is born. But in order for this new thing to be born and for it to actually happen for us, we need to accept it. If we don't accept it or we don't acknowledge it, it ends up not happening for us, okay? And this is what's happening in the present moment. The biggest thing for you and the hardest thing is to make peace with your past. Make peace with the person from your past and make peace with yourself for whatever you did or whatever happened in the past, okay? This is about forgiving oneself as well as forgiving the other person. And I think this is what's creating some sort of blockage because a lot of you are hurt. You're very hurt over something that happened in the past. And every day it just comes to your attention and it's annoying, right? It's like, I don't want to have to deal with this. I don't want to have to face this again. But this is about you freeing yourself because where the solar eclipse is happening, which is this new beginning, is in your 12th house. So what the universe is saying to you, Scorpio, is no matter what happened in the past, there's always a chance to start over again. And this is what you're afraid of in the present moment. And it's sad because it has so much potential in the present moment. And that's what Spirit's trying to tell you. I'm going to tell you what the potential is here. Look at this. You have the Emperor, you have the Empress, you have the Lovers, and you have the Hierophant. And what typically happens with the Lovers? Well, there's usually this uncertainty. There's usually this fear connected to the Lovers. And this is what's creating the conflict inside of you. Queen of Cups and the 5 of Wands. And you've been really spending a lot of time on your own behind the scenes. You know, people may be asking you, hey, what's wrong? And maybe you don't want to talk about it, or maybe you only keep it very private. So this is what's happening for you in the present moment. It's a bit of a complicated situation, but let's talk about the potential here because there is a lot of potential here with the 10 of Pentacles. You have the 7 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Hermit. So in the present moment, again, a lot of you are reminiscing, okay, about the past. You're reminiscing about where you've came from, what happened, what's going on. But the question you need to ask yourself, Scorpio, is do you see the opportunity in the present moment? Because there is one. There is an opportunity here. There's an opportunity to recognize that whatever happened in your past, it happened for a reason. You learned from it. It doesn't mean that you should close yourself off to every single thing because what ends up happening is you miss an opportunity. So whatever you're investing in the present moment right now, it's leading to a new beginning. But are you going to open up and make room for it? Because if you're not willing to do that, You overthink, which is the Hermit. 7 of Pentacles. These are two overthinking cards. Just take a look at them. They're 2 cards of overthinking. You're overthinking your destiny in the present moment. You're overthinking what God has brought in for you, what Spirit has brought in for you, because you're not 100% in control all the time. Okay, I know you like to be, but this is what I'm seeing in the present moment. There's a new beginning, okay, and you're afraid. All right, and I see a lot of abundance here if you're willing to take that risk. Okay, and this is why the Fool card popped out at the beginning of your reading. It's all connected, okay? Now, let's talk about the near future. Now, in the near future, what I see happening for you, there's a lot of focus on yourself. There's a lot of like, you know, I'm focused on myself. I want to focus on my money, my work, and love is completely not, it's not important to you here in the near future. That's what the cards are saying. Tell me more about the 9 of Pentacles in the near future for Scorpio. So the 9 of Pentacles is clarified by the 7 of Swords. You have the 6 of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles. For many of you, the reason why you're disconnecting from a particular person in the near future is because 1, you're very focused on yourself. You're very focused on your financial situation, becoming better, doing better, being better. Okay, so it's all about you in the near future. And of course, your birthday is coming up, so that's going to be a main focus for you. I see you disconnecting from something here in the near future, and it's very much connected to the lunar eclipse that's happening in the 7th house in Taurus. Taurus is the ruler of your 7th house, which means whatever is happening in that house astrologically is how you are going to see it or experience it. And this could be through work, partnerships, business relationships. I see you disconnecting from someone here in the near future because for many of you, you find something out. Okay, 7 of Swords in reverse. You find something out, you see something for what it is, and you realize, you know what? I need to focus on me. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I think a lot of you are coming to terms with the fact that not everybody is going to be for you. Not every relationship or person who makes an offer to you is going to be of interest. A lot of you are looking for substance. You're looking for something that is going to grow and turn into something amazing. And I do believe something will be presented to you in the near future when the timing is right. But a lot of you, I think, are letting go of something which is connected to your past. And in the process of you doing that, you're working and you're focusing on how to make something better or do something better here in the near future. Yeah, the world is here in the near future behind the bottom of the deck. So this is everything that's happening behind the scenes. Some of you are ending a relationship with someone, okay? Or you're accepting or coming to terms with the fact that something here is done connected to your past. So in the near future, your intuition, by the way, you're manifesting, okay? You're manifesting after this ending. You're stepping into your power. You're loving yourself. And a lot of you, I'm just going to say this, a lot of you let yourself go. Maybe when it came to some sort of relationship, you let yourself go. And that's how you got hurt, especially in the present moment, you're identifying that. And this is why I think in the near future, you start acting like this because it's a form of defense. It's a form of self-preservation here in the near future. I know it sounds very psychological, okay? So there's a lot of this, like, I'm just gonna focus on my work. And maybe this is a good thing for you, okay? Because what you're learning is you're learning to allow things to come to you. Because whatever you're doing and whatever you're creating for yourself and whatever you're thinking in your mind, because a lot of you are overthinking, okay? That's part of your challenge. Whatever you do, and however you present yourself and whatever you think of every single day, that's working as well too. It's not you just physically working, because what I'm getting for you, Scorpio, is your reading is very spiritual. It's not a physical reading, okay? This is a very spiritual, metaphysical reading. So something here is working in the near future and it's connected to you going within. There's a strong energy here of I really need to focus on my past and focus on what I need to work through. And guess what? When you start working and you stop expecting things from people and you expect more from yourself, that's what you're going to attract. You're going to attract the type of energy that you create by working, okay? This is about you working in the near future. And working could be physically working and making money, working on yourself, working on your goals. And guess what happens in the near future when you start doing that? The right person shows up. The right new offer comes in love, a commitment comes in, and it's from somebody who is stable. It's from somebody who really knows what they want. I see an earth sign coming into your life, possibly closer to around your birthday. You may meet this person, or you may be dating somebody, and things may get a little more serious closer to the end of the month. I see commitment here, marriage with a new person. But first, you need to accept something here, or make sense of something from the past. And once you make sense of that, you're going to regain your power again to feel confident enough to actually maybe walk away from something here that's not good for you, to make room for this new energy that's coming in, because there's new energy that's coming in for you, okay? And this is what you don't see in the near future, the sun. So there's definitely a lot of potential here, but you need to make peace with something first. Okay, so let's get some advice for you, Scorpio. What's the advice? Okay, so the advice is the Strength. You have the Chariot and you have the Hanged Man. So your biggest piece of advice here is a couple of things. The first thing is a Hangman is here. So this is about looking at things from a different perspective, not just being streamlined, okay? And I did talk about this with your challenge, because a lot of you are very focused on the mental aspect. Instead of listening to your heart or balancing your emotions and your mind, this is about not veering or leaning towards one. This is about creating balance. Keep in mind that we live in a very dualistic reality, which means, you know, hot, cold, up, down, in, out, black, white, girl, boy. Everything has two, okay? So when you start veering off and only focusing on one component, you start to lack balance, okay? Which creates all sorts of issues. So your biggest piece of advice here is, before moving forward, make sure that you've looked at everything from multiple different perspectives. You're not just looking at things from one side. You're not just taking action blindly, okay? And some of you aren't taking action now because you don't feel like it's the right move to make, or maybe you don't feel like you're completely ready, and that's okay. This has a lot to do with you having enough confidence and inner strength. That means having self-control, looking at things from multiple different perspectives, having maturity, and then you move forward. And when you move forward, because you're in that energy, you're going to attract that type of energy. You need to be in the type of energy that you want to attract. If you are not in that energy and you're sad or you're upset or you still have trauma from the past, please work on that first. When you work, and that's why something here needs to be delayed. And you know that, you intuitively, feel that. So your biggest piece of advice here is to find the inner strength, cultivate the inner strength, cultivate the confidence within yourself. Look at the situation from multiple different perspectives. Balance your emotions, balance your feelings, then proceed to move forward. And that's your biggest piece of advice, okay? So Scorpio, I hope you got something from this reading. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.